Detective Chief Inspector Karen Pirie tucked her hands into the pockets of her down jacket. Even silk-lined leather gloves weren't enough to keep out a night wind that was whipping straight across from the Urals to this Edinburgh rooftop. It had been 3 weeks since lockdown began, but the novelty of street stillness hadn't worn off. Looking down across the new town and beyond from this height, nothing was stirring. It was like the zombie apocalypse without the zombies. Light and movement caught the corner of her eye, and she turned her head in time to spot a liveried police car slowing for a set of lights. Down by Cannon Mills, she reckoned. She checked her phone. 3 minutes after midnight. It was officially tomorrow. Technically, she could go for her daily walk now. She let herself back into the sunroom. She didn't want to think about how a previous owner had managed to obtain planning permission for the roof garden in a conservation area of Georgian buildings. It wasn't her problem. This wasn't her flat. Its owner, what was he? Karen balked at thinking of Hamish Mackenzie as her boyfriend. You didn't have boyfriends in your 30s. Lover always sounded wrong to her. It suggested the only thing that mattered was the sex, and while there was no denying she enjoyed that, their relationship encompassed much more. To a cop, partner had a whole different set of resonances. And even if she stripped that out of the equation, partner implied a much more serious commitment than Karen believed she'd made to Hamish. And significant other was downright embarrassing. There simply wasn't a word for what Hamish was to her. Except that right now, she supposed he was technically her landlord, even though she wasn't paying him rent.